So, where should we go first? Crow asked. But I don't like the idea of leaving him alone like that. I don't either, but as long as he's quiet and doesn't turn on the light, nothing should find him. Didn't you give him your knife? The girl replied. No. Don't worry about it. I don't think he's in trouble. I think all of those nurses are gone. Even so, I'm still uneasy about this place. It makes me think of the hospital my mother stayed at. Gives me the creeps. Shuddered at the thought. Say what? Never mind that. I think there's a room above here. I know this sounds crazy, but I think it would be easier if we split up. It's not safe, but we both have weapons so we can try and defend ourselves. The girl replied the last statement more to herself than to Kurama. Okay, that works. So that's the plan. How are we going to meet if we find what we came for? She reached in her pocket and took out her cell phone. You got yours with you? I think I forgot it at home. Figured I wouldn't need it. No one really calls me anymore, and my mother doesn't have a cell phone. Unless this thing in my pocket. He reached in his pocket and pulled said object out. Felt the texture as soon as he took it out. No, this is too big and too rough. This is just that stupid radio. Must have gotten turned down when I put it in my pocket and found it. All this moving I've been doing must have turned the volume knob down. So the static was this thing? Is it broken? Why do you have a broken radio in your pocket? I found it when I was in the fire station. See, I was looking for someone to help me find my mother. I think I put it in my pocket when a dog monster thing attacked me in there. There aren't any stations on it. I only get static. It's weird. I don't hear anything from it now, but I heard it whenever a monster came over. I thought they didn't make these anymore. It's saying a lot since I'm kind of old in comparison to you. She glanced at her wrist. Tell you what, we'll meet in an hour in the room we left Kate in. I have a clock on my phone so you can have my watch. If we have no luck, then we'll just leave, and then we'll find a way to preoccupy ourselves until we find a way out. I are used to the darkness now, but if I really need a light, I have my phone. You can keep the flashlight. She put the watch in Carla's hand. You're shaking. Don't worry. You know, stress can cause depression and diabetes. We don't want an emo kid, do we? I'm sure you don't want to be diabetic. Also bleaches your hair white or gray. That's what happened to me. But your hair it's not my natural color. For all you know. But that's not the point. If I had an iPod, it would let you listen to it so you can take your mind off everything. But apparently nobody listens to classics. Just play something in your head. No matter how stupid or how much you hate the song, just play it in your head and then you might feel better. I'll see you later. She walked into the closest room. Carl sighed. I guess I'll go to the next floor. He went up the stairs to the third floor and struggled to open the door with no success. He was about to go down the stairs when I saw the stairs went even further up. Fourth floor? I don't remember seeing how many floors there were when we were outside. How many floors do hospitals usually have? Aren't there usually 6 or 7? I'm overthinking this late song in my head. Somehow that doesn't help. I've heard that song from those Alto commercials stuck in my head. Continued up the stairs. It stops right here. This might be the roof. He opened the door. Yeah, it is. Wait. It's not a TV. Why is there a TV here? Then you noticed a VCR stacked on top of it with the tape sticking out, waiting to be played. He knew the TV was working because the screen was blue the way it is when it's on standby mode. How it was working, he wasn't sure. There were no outlets anywhere, nor were there any cords. Having been through all this, I'm not sure I should even be surprised. How many tapes did Cronley say there were? I can't remember. Nothing else to do but push the tape in and it started to play. While this was happening, the crow just finished searching the second floor and unlocked the door to the third floor. She started searching it after killing all the nurses. She opened the door into the first room and searched, and something ran out. She cocked the shotgun, ready to fight. Then she saw that the creature was only a small gray tabby. Just a cat. She called out to it. Ran to her with a small, high-pitched mew, rubbed against her legs, purring loudly. It's just a regular cat. Wonder how it got here. There aren't any real owls here. I'm a pigeon. Those goddamn things are everywhere. She picked it up. Actually, I was never too fond of cats. They usually start growling at me or hissing, or they might glow their eyes at me. But I feel kind of imprisoned here. It's kind of nice to have at least a cat here. Might as well savor the moment. The cat struggled out of her arms, and once it hit the ground, it started to run up and down the halls. The crow twisted around to see if anyone was or anything was coming. The cat stopped by her legs and rubbed against her again, and then continued running. Weird cat. She shrugged and continued to search the rooms, majority of which had broken locks. Once the cat stopped running, the cat suddenly walked up to her and started clawing her leg. In reflex, she kicked it away from her. Then she realized what she had done. Damn cat, if it didn't want to get kicked away, why did it start clawing at me? The cat started scratching on something. Through the dim blue light the cell phone gave her, she saw that it was an elevator. Hesitantly, she walked over to the elevator and started pushing buttons. I'm pushing these buttons, but nothing's happening. It must be broken. Either way, I'm scared to go in. But hell, why does that matter anyway? The door opened. Never mind then. The cat ran in and plopped on its side, as if it gave her a welcoming smile. She shuddered and took careful steps as if trying to keep from stepping on a piece of glass. Just as she came in, the doors quickly shut, faster than she ever saw elevator doors close. Shit. She pounded on the door. A voice. A man's voice, along with the cheering of a crowd, as one in the audience of a game show, came through the vent. Hello, hello, and welcome to a game show where if you win, you get a fabulous prize, and if you lose... Here are the questions. Merry-go-round, haunted houses, roller coaster, Ferris wheels, and teacups. Silent Hill is home to a thrilling amusement park that people of all ages love. The question is, what's the name of the park? 1. Fantasyland. 2. Silent Hill Amusement Park. Or 3. Lakeside Amusement Park. Next question. Silent Hill witnessed a gruesome murder in the year 1998. Brother and his twin sister were playing on the road when they were intact and hacked into pieces with an axe. Torn flesh, splattered blood, and finally... What a horrible tragedy. What a gruesome end to innocent lives. Absolutely heartbreaking. What is the name of the murderer who committed this foul act? 1. Walter Sullivan. 2. Norman Bates. Or 3. Ed Gein. Our final question. The south of the lake is a deserted old neighborhood called Southvale. From there, Palevale, in the central resort area northwest of the lake. There's only one road that you can take. The third and final question is, what is the name of that road? 1. Bachman Road. 2. Rendell Street. 3. Nathan Avenue. That's all the time we have.
Thank you for playing. Remember, get the answer right or...
The transmission ended in an eerie animal-like growl. The elevator door opened and the cat led Makuro to a room marked 2F. Makuro saw a box with 9 buttons, 3 in 3 rows. It was marked alongside the buttons. The cat jumped onto the table the box was laid on, and she started to rub against the corner of the box. This must be where I answer the questions. Oh well, looks like I need to kill some time right now. I have nothing to lose by answering it, as far as I know. There's nothing happening to the cat right now. I guess it's somewhat inviting. I stared at the box and imagined the scenery from the one trip to the music park with her father. He didn't really let her on the rides. He said she would get hurt on them. The real reason was the obvious problem of his morbid obesity. She remembered the sign with the name of the amusement park because she stared at it so many times after waiting for him to catch his breath. It's Lakeside Amusement Park. That was number 3. Second question. I remember that thing about the murders. It was all over the news when it happened. No one really knew what Silent Hill was back then. I know that guy's name and face by heart. That was Walter Sullivan. I remember thinking he looked like a pervert. And last one, I know that by heart. That's Nathan Avenue. God damn it. I forgot which one that was. I think it was 2. It was 2 or 3. She punched buttons for the first 2 and stared at the last row hesitantly. After a moment, she pushed the second button in that row. The box opened. Oh, I guess it was. Acid shot out of it and went all over her face. And Crew dropped to the ground screaming, "I should have gone with 3. Shit. Before she knew it, everything was black. She heard the cackle of a witch-like voice coming from the direction of the cat. The picture quality of the tape was awful. The picture was nearly covered up by static, and the static wasn't showing up. There was nothing but darkness. The sound made up for the bad quality picture, though. Hello? Please be in here. Please be in here. Starved plead to God or whoever else was listening. Hey, big brother, please. Come on out of here. I'm scared. I feel like I'm gonna be sick again. I saw some terrible things when I came in here. Please, if you're here, come out. I've been having nightmares since I was here. Something fell. Oh my god. That man is here. I wish I took my phone with me. I wonder if he has his with him too. No. Not even 911 call answered when I called for help. I hope he isn't hurt too bad. I can't stand the thought of him crawling around or something broken or torn. Oh god. Yeah. If you're playing, it's okay. I'm not mad. Let's just get out of here. I'm scared. I want to go home. There was a gunshot heard and the sound of a girl gurgling bubblehead nurse. A girl hid in a room. That was one of them. It sounded like she sat down where she hid. She began to whisper to herself, I want to see you again, big brother. You were never mean to me. You weren't such a bad guy. In fact, you were perfect. You didn't need to go to use prison as an excuse for you being the way you were. You're fun the way you are. I want to go home and hear that joke about the cow sleeping. And let you have a little Rocky Road ice cream with chocolate syrup so you can tell me that I should have saved it for chocolate milk or something. Then we can see Kazuma and Yusuke too. You can get mad every time Kazuma says he wants to marry me. Yay. You don't have to smile and be sunny all the time. You don't have to regret going to jail or regret making even the smallest mistake just so you can be good enough for me. You don't have to try. I think you're great the way you are. I love you, big brother. Oh. There was a scream and the sound of a girl being strangled. It was over with a long, painful groan. Too bad unconditional love doesn't exist, you foolish whore. The man's voice laughed. There was no sound indicating his entrance, nor was there any sound of his exit. In fact, there wasn't any sound indicating the girl even knows the killer. She too engrossed in her speech. A sound left was the sound of a girl crying. That is a vague sound of a girl. I love her. Yeah. My older brother. The video ended. Cross stared at the TV after the tape was over. Wait. That room. He said it sounded like there was a girl crying. Oh god, I think I'm gone. He vomited as soon as he stood up, the acid stinging his throat and mouth. He had to hold on to the TV for his support, though he toppled it over once he tried regaining his balance. I can't. I won't even dare touching this again. I swear, if it was Cronway, I'll kill him. If he can do it to me, I can do it to him. What time is it? Glanced at the watch. It's past noon. Oh, McCurl's not worried. I hope I don't fall down the stairs. Mother, wait for me.